Welcome to Sunday School Junkie, the podcast for anyone who's addicted to reaching kids for the kingdom. Whether you're a brand new volunteer, a veteran teacher, or just looking for inspiration, this is the place for tips, tricks, and stories from the best in Apostolic children's ministry. Let's talk shop, share resources, and celebrate the incredible opportunity we have to shape young lives for Jesus. Now let's get started. All right, so welcome to Sunday School Junkie podcast. Let me tell you a little bit about who we are, what we are, and then we'll get started. So, my name is James. I am your host, and growing up is just something I've never tried to do. I don't try to take life too seriously, But I do feel like living for God. I feel like living on purpose, and in particular, kids ministry is pretty important. So I wasn't raised in the apostolic truth. I came in as a teenager in the mid-90s, way back in the 1900s. And almost immediately after being born again, I got involved in kids church. And we've stayed involved in Sunday school kids ministry ever since, from 1996 all the way through now. Next year will be 30 years. And since 2011, my wife and I, Kimberly, we've been leading the most incredible Sunday school department in our local church in Oklahoma City, Apostolic Faith Tabernacle, and we are blessed. And Kimberly will be joining me on these podcasts very, very soon, and we definitely want to hear her voice because she is the brains of this outfit. I'm telling you, if we was a brownie fudge sundae with mint chocolate chip ice cream, she would be all of that. She would be the ice cream. She would be the brownie. She would be the hot fudge drizzled on top. She would be the whipped cream. She'd be the cherry on top. And I would be just the little nuts. She's the one that brings all the flavor and all the fun to it. That's who we are. Now, why start this podcast? Well, there's a lot of things taking away from the magic of childhood in our world today. Kids are getting older by the second, and I mean that more in the mental, emotional, spiritual sense than I do in the physical. Lifelong choices and decisions are being made earlier and earlier. So in children's ministry, Sunday school, kids church, routes, vans, buses, whatever it may be, it's more important than ever to give these kids the best chance possible to live for God. And if they're going to do that, somebody has to reach them. Somebody has to teach them. And if somebody's going to reach and teach our kids, they first have to be reached and taught themselves. And so this is one way for us to reach and teach those that want to reach and teach our kids today. And there's really three main reasons that I wanted to do this as a podcast. So one, we've been blessed by several folks that have paved the way for us. And this is a good way, I feel like it's a good way that we can capture their voices for others. And I want to be able to share their influence to a wider audience. So I'm really praying and hoping that we get to do some good interviews with some of my personal heroes that have paved the way for us. Number two is we are blessed to have an incredible team and a big team of teachers and volunteers, from routes to kids church to Sunday school classes and puppets and all kinds of things. And it's really difficult to get together, to encourage, to uplift, to educate, to do all the things that we need to do with this team. And so this is another format, I think, that I can connect with those specific folks on their time, plus the ones to come in the future. So now we still got to find, a good time to actually meet together and go over things and grow together. But this is just one more avenue, one more way for us to do some of that. So, and then number three, we're blessed again with a huge network across the U.S. of like-minded apostolic just powerhouses. And they're all doing Sunday school and children's ministry, different events, just in different ways and different places. And so I really wanted a way to share their impact also, to share them with our team here locally. With technology today, you really can use it for good and bring people together in ways that wasn't possible before. And so that's kind of part of the aim of the Sunday School Junkie. Now, what to expect from this? So we're going to be putting out episodes that are sometimes just us talking about how we do things at AFT in Oklahoma City. Sometimes it'll be just me. Sometimes, hopefully, it'll be just Kimberly. And sometimes we'll get to tag team, and I definitely plan on having a lot of guests. I want to get a lot of these other voices on here. So we're going to cover different training type topics for children's ministry volunteers. We'll take a few episodes along the way. We'll go through our volunteer handbook that we've got here. Like I said, I really hope to have some interviews with some people that I consider living legends. And hopefully we'll hear from other great guests from across the Apostolic Children's Ministry world. Check out what they're doing and how they're making a difference. So come along with us. I mean, by listening today, you've already taken your first step to becoming a certified Sunday School Junkie. That's it for this episode of the Sunday School Junkie. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all those things, but most importantly, share it with someone in kids ministry. Let's build a community of passionate teachers who are reaching this next generation. And if you're looking for more great children's ministry resources, I highly recommend checking out the Apostolic Podcast Network for even more amazing content. Till next time, keep loving, keep teaching, keep making a difference.